Oh, hello. I just got a couple of questions. My name's Danny. I'm from SE Limited, and we're an independent journalist. And the first question I have to ask is: I noticed on your website and also at your conference that you say that the Conservative Party is for hard-working people. What do you actually mean by that?
Well, yes, so our policies are designed to help out kind of working people.
Is it like working class people or just people who put in long hours? I mean, what like for example, would you class, let's say, let's say a hedge fund manager who worked 10 hours a day? Would that be classed as a hardworking person?
I don't know if we set that defined a definition on it.
Right. Well, what does it mean? It just seems so vague. What does it mean?
I can look to send you over a bit more detail. What's your email address?
Well, I'd rather just, to be honest with you, I'd rather just hear what you have to say about it. But what I mean, it's splashed all over the place. Surely at the press office, you must have an idea of what it actually means.
Yeah, it's for people who kind of work hard and want to kind of get on,
Right.
kind of aspiration.
Right. Oh, I see. So it's like people who've got aspirations,
Yeah.
not the sort of people that work in Tesco's packing the shelves. You mean?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Oh, I see.
Just
Those as well.
people in work,
People who've
kind of
got
struggling.
jobs. People who've got jobs, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing is now this second question is it's a little bit unusual, but I'm sure again working the press office you must come across lots of tricky questions. But it is actually quite a serious question, and a lot of the people that are exposed to our journalism include philosophers and people who think about life, economists, and this might sound strange, but some of them are very concerned that David Cameron and George Osborne don't really know what they're doing. I mean, would you, as obviously you're going to have to, I presume you have to toe the party line, but can you reassure my readers that they know what they're doing?
Yeah, well, I think they definitely do. Yeah.
Right, because because George Osborne, for example, I presume doesn't have any qualifications in economics, and I wonder, again, many of the people who we associate with wonder whether he really understands the rather complex technicalities of the world economy. Does he understand them?
Well, yeah, I don't think it's a prerequisite. You have to be an economist to be the chancellor.
Right,
I'm not sure how many down the years have been economists.
right. But isn't it a prerequisite to understand how the system runs?
Well, yeah, we think the economy is turning a corner,
Right,
moving from rescue to recovery.
right,
So, what we inherited in 2010 was a massive debt crisis,
right,
we believe the economy is turning the corner now. So,
right.
he'll stand on that record.
Right. I'll tell you why I and many people I associate ask the questions. I watched the George Osborne's speech at the Conservative Party conference, and it seemed obvious to me that he was. I mean, he was just kind of reading a speech that somebody else had written, and it was full of sort of very vague ideas, like the one you just said. I mean, that we've moved from rescue to recovery. I mean, that seems to me like, is there a scientific basis to say that you've moved from? I mean, who decides what a rescue and recovery is?
Well, the ONS recently revised up the kind of GDP growth forecast. So, the deficit's cut by a third. There's
Right.
1.4 million new jobs in the private sector. So,
Right.
those are signs we think that the economy is turning a corner.
Right. Right. Okay, so you can assure me that David Cameron and George Osborne both really do understand the complexities of the system and they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Right, cheers.
Bye.